up, everyone? Here's the next episode of Pokemon Zaru. Last time we tackled the third gym, and now we are here in Route 10, about to tackle Rock Tunnel. With that being said, let us get into Rock Tunnel. Still funny that we don't even really need Flash. At least not for the first floor. I love how the first item we get is a repel. Anyways, last time we went through the route that takes you up to the point where you get the Rock Tunnel after beating the third gym, and now we are going to be in Rock Tunnel for a while. Facing a Pokemon we haven't seen before because we don't know what type that is. It's a ground type, okay. A ground type. Ooh. Has a lot of defense. Alright, cool. Ground type got a lot of defense. Alright. We just know you're a ground type. We don't know anything else. Snap Shell, you would think that's a good water type. It's probably not. It is a water type. Or it's portraying to be a water type. Well, in the meantime, let me get this repel. Let me use this repel so we don't have to worry about much encounters on this floor. This is not in the normal rock tunnel right here. This part of rock tunnel is not a part of the normal rock tunnel. What the world? Whatever. Dawn Seed is grass type. Let's just breeze through this. Not much to say when it comes to these trainers. Except for they got a lot of Pokemon. Boom. I don't know what that is. I don't know what type it is or whatever. So, oh, the grass. It's that grass and ghost type. Oh, sorry, ghost and grass type. Typing. 12-star should be a physical attacker, right? Or are you the other one? Or whatever type it is. You still beat it in one hit. Yeah, Slowpoke Scribe, but what type are you? Are you really part water? You are. Oh, that sucks now. Dawn Sprout. I have no clue what it's gonna be. The fact that it did 3 damage and you're doubly resistant. I thought Twin Needle was gonna be so weak that it can't one-shot. I highly doubt we have any paralysis heal. We do. I love how I pressed the wrong Pokemon. Do we have any healing items? We have one. Guess I have to restock on it when we get to the next town. I guess it's supposed to be a fire and poison type. I'm not sure. Also lost. I have no clue what this could be. Well, you are part ground type, so. And you're faster. You're a ghost type, so you're ghosting ground? Has to be ghosting ground. And that's the best iteration of Boomerang you're ever gonna see. At least I could say the best animation for it. Considering what generation it came out in was just literal attack sparks and whatever you think they're supposed to be called. Ghosting ground. Definitely ghosting around. Alright, let's continue on. Let me guess, you got a Pokemon that's completely resistant to everything I have. And that's a ground type, so you're a ground type. There's only one Pokemon that has a move that's super effective against it. That did that much damage and it's not even a special, it's not even getting the same type of attack bonus. And it wasn't even a crit either. It did 25 damage. Now that was a crit. You're in torrent range because a third of your HP right now is a little bit less than 30. So you're in torrent range 100%. My meta chick. What is this? How is that thing? If Water Pulse can't knock you out, then that means Water Pulse is too weak. But you know, 90 divided by 3 is 30, so it'd be a 92. It's right below 31. It's between 30 and 31. So it'll probably round down and go to 30. I don't know if it'll round down or round up. What I do know is I don't know what type this thing is. It's not ground type, because this wouldn't hit if it was. It's rock and something else. You just one-shot it, wow. And you one-shot it again? You wouldn't think with how slow that HP is moving that it's a one-shot. Level 30 and you're no longer forced to hear that beat now that used to annoy the mess out of us when we were all kids who played this game. Dude, didn't we just? Yes. We didn't face you, we faced the people before you. 4 Pokemon. And I have to switch you immediately. After you use Side Beam, that is. I need to find out how much you do with Side Beam. 29. I forgot what type that thing is. Fighting type. Jeez, just one shot. We don't have anything that thing can. We don't have anything that can literally one shot it, so. Supposed to be the Graveler equivalent. Can't really press that. Then you only have one Pokemon. Right, wow. Maybe I'm gonna have to switch you. The Steel type, huh? So I knew about that earthquake thing, okay. It's a Steel type, so it's we're not able to actually beat it with anything. Unless we have it, something that is weak to. I wonder where all these names came from. Like, what made them name it the way they named them? Okay, Pat Benatar. That's a song. The words he just said is a reference to a song. I think it's named the same thing he first said, which is "Hit Me With Your Best Shot." It is by Pat Benatar, if I got that correct. My right eye is messing with me right now. It's an old song from the early 80s, late 70s, somewhere around that era. So this is supposed to be our Fable or Jigglypuff equivalent. Alright. Don't worry, I will revive you real soon. How many revives we even got? 2? Now that you're level 30, it's time to level someone else to some levels. No, I just don't have a Pokemon that can learn it. Marpart Rock, that's what I thought. Dark is special, so that's why I use Dark. Or use Rock Slime. Alright. You actually outspeed it, which is shocking considering everything else outspeeds you. Of course. This will do double the damage, so. That will do nothing. And Vice Grip do just enough. Good. Do you level because of that? No. Of course not. Why would you? Are you steel type yet? I think so. Dragon type in this gen is special. So, this is off your special attack. Aerial Ace, sure, you can learn Aerial Ace. Is that fire electric? I don't know. If it was, that would be not very effective. You're neutral to fire because you use the important dragon. One thing I can say is they changed the whole outlook of Rock Tunnel. I need to go see the Pokemon Center immediately. Do not turn don't turn around. Put you in Stetson on. Rain Dance? Sure, let's learn that. I just want to go to the healing spot. Come on. Thank you. Now, since there are no guides about this game or anything, I don't know when they learn moves. I don't know if they have the same level, learn moves at the same level as they would if it wasn't normal. Oh, you're steel type? Of course you need the magnitude. I don't know if they learn moves at the same level as the Pokemon they're based off of. I don't know. What I am sure of, getting close to the 4th gym. That's gonna hurt. That did nothing. And now you're in the 30s and you're gonna learn Earthquake. To be fair, did get one time with 80 base. In Gen 1 it was 10. It was 100 base power in Gen 1. So it was basically like having an Earthquake with 2 turns. And caveats were added to it. A lot of caveats. A lot of caveats. A ton of caveats. Okay. Now we can change their names. Not here. Alright, let's get these healing items. I love how revives cost a freaking 1,000 because they don't like you to actually be able to have healing items that do that. Just in case I ever want to get through a route without having to deal in encounters. I don't think there's normally a trainer here. Let me guess. You're a very fast water type. Yes, you are. Even faster than Zapsy. Which is saying a lot. Oh, you got speed boost. Oh, no wonder you're faster. Rain Dance. Well, if we get to move Thunder, we'll have our Rain Dance Thunder combination. Whenever that may be. Return, which is a great TM for a lot of Pokemon that are physical attackers. The only issue is it requires you to have high friendship, which is a good thing to have whenever you're in a later part of the game, not when you first get the Pokemon. So yeah, we're in Route 8. Don't know what's in this route, but I do know I have to start leveling you. Okay. You level this thing prematurely. Not even Flamethrower took you out, and you're not a special attacker. Wow. Don't say special defensive Pokemon, that's amazing. Alright, let's find out what's in this grass. It's funny how we're literally dealing with trainers that have level 30s. And then you go in this grass patch and there's level teens. I legit can't weaken you because everything I have would literally one-shot you. And I mean everything, and I mean everything. Of course you burn us. There's nothing in my party that can literally weaken you. There's no move that you resist that's on my team. So what else is in here besides those two? Alright, I guess there's not much of anything in there. I know for a fact this is a steel type. Yeah, you're not making use of that. You're not making use of none of that. I wish I knew the stats for that thing. I really do. Y'all two on the, well, you two right here are the lowest levels I have on the group, so. Why do y'all only have level 22 there, whereas everybody else has level upper 30s? Whatever that Pokemon is, it's supposed to be based off of. That poison sucks. I don't have an antidote. Do I even have a Petra Berry for that matter? Yes, I do. Alright, continuing on. Drill Peck for the win. Drill Peck for the... well, not the win this time. I literally have to just spam Drill Peck because that's your best move. I don't know what type this thing is. Let's see. It's neutral, so it's not anything that resists flying. Sure, you can learn Shadow Ball. Thundere. Okay. Don't you have Levitate? Yes. Okay. Why would you use Thunderbolt on a ground type? That's weird. It's not like I was hiding it. Alright, who has the better cat? That answers our question. don't even think that hardening matters. Nope, it does not. And nor did that mud slap for that matter. It's weird how certain things work out where you can not, where they have Pokemon where I can literally have to switch. I know you're a water type, and that's about all I know. I don't remember what type that thing is. Is it electric? That's dark electric, I remember that. And it has a levitate. No, it doesn't. Didn't have levitate? What was it that it had that was causing me so many issues then? Whatever it was, it did cause me issues at one point. Now let's get all the way out of here. Find out what's in this grass patch. Your own kind that's trying to keep you from leaving. Let's heal, and not only heal, let's get some items. Don't go that way. There's return, hyper beam, dig, freak break, calm mind. It's funny that you can get hyper beam this early in the game, right before you get to the 4th gym. That's kind of early, to be fair. Counter is situational. In Gen 1 it was you were only able to use counter against Pokemon that were Pokemon moves that were normal or fighting, and you didn't really encounter many fighting types back then. You give us Toxic, Sludge Bomb, Iron Head, Dragon Claw, Shadow Ball, Psychic. Okay. Water Pulse, Ice Beam, Thunderbolt, Earthquake, Flamethrower, Aerial Ace. Well, I'm not worried about Aerial Ace. I am not. You can learn Ice Beam? What about Flamethrower? Yeah, that wouldn't make sense for it. Like I said, it wouldn't make sense to make a bug and dragon type know how to really have Flamethrower. But it can learn Ice Beam. Okay. Those just give you light screen and reflect. I don't need that right now. We can either tackle the gym or tackle this. First things first, the coin case is from here. Now let's see what they give you from here. They didn't even change the names. I love how they didn't even change the names. Now certain floor tiles have coins. What's funny is you couldn't do this. You could do this in the original game. But after Generation 4, I think, you can no longer actually play any more gambling, because due to the fact that they had these gambling machines in the game, it raised the actual age rating due to that. I love how I got all 7s, but it didn't get them all in the same row. Of course, they give me a win now. Not like I invested in anything in this. There are still certain floor tiles that have coins. Fun fact, this is a thing in the original game as well. This is a remake of the originals. You wouldn't think that this would be a thing, but yeah. 100 coins is outrageous. Who loses 100 coins on the floor? I think there's one more tile on this road that gives, you know. I think it's right here then. Alright. We're not gonna blow all of this though. Enjoy this little leisure time. I'm gonna try to see if I can get a 777 before we go and actually advance the plot. There you go. And I did this with no save states. So, yeah. Wow, I can get it again. I knew it was gonna happen back to back. That would be the funniest thing for this. Just one frame too later, maybe. I'll stop when we get to 400 or 450. I love how I still won even though I didn't win what I wanted to win. The thing is, when you get to 2 sevens, you cannot rush the last one. And last but not least, as long as one of those cherry Pokemon show up, we win that round. Like I said, I wanted to be at 400 exact. And now we can move on. Drill pick. That is a... I don't know if it's a normal type or pure steel. I don't know if it's a normal type or anything that no. I just know it's one type when it's not evolved, but then it evolves and becomes a steel type. I know you're a steel type. I love that they know when they outspeed you and they know what to do. Now let's see if this is still true in this game. Yep, hidden item is there in the original game as well. And the original game, I mean red and blue. I don't know about yellow. I know you're a psychic type. Or ghost type. Regardless, you're still super effective to both types. Alright, let's go down the floor. Well, you are ghosting ground. You are normal type. I don't know what you are. Bug type, maybe? You're normal? You're a normal type? I would have never known. They made that thing a normal poison type. I don't even think a normal poison type exists until Gen 9. I think Gen 9 is when they introduced the first normal poison type. Not sure. But I know for a fact normal poison, they don't really help each other. I mean, normal loses the fighting weakness and poison loses nothing from it. Because poison weak to psychic and ground, and normal is neutral to them both. And that's why normal types have the most HP, because they have the least weaknesses. I'm not sick and tired of seeing this car. Because every time I see it, I'm about sick of these things because they want to poison you every damn time they get a chance to. Yeah, you're not a steel type yet. You can't tell me that thing on the top of its head does not make it a steel type. If it was a rock type, Thief would be super effective. I'm gonna say not super effective, it would be neutral. But it's not very effective, so it has to be steel, because this is before they made it so that steel was neutral to dark and ghost moves. Now you're level 34, which means you're leveling everybody. Time for someone else to get some spotlight. Frustration is useful when you first get a Pokemon. And over time it gets worse and worse. To think that there's a Pokemon that came to be in Generation 4 that had lower friendship when you first catch it, so you had to actually take a lot of time just to maximize its friendship compared to other Pokemon that had more, which is weird, but that's how they did it. Or not ice. Ah, okay. It outspeeds you is outrageous. Alright, let's go heal our Pokemon. Alright. We take this elevator whenever we get the key. The first floor will take us to the floor that causes us to go out of here with no issues. Go to the fourth floor and we go to a floor we have never been on, because there's no way to get to the fourth floor without the elevator, which is funny that they did that. And there's no speed 3 on the elevator, so there's that. Alright, 2 Pokemon. 3. Well, if you have Rock Slide, well, oh, I thought I had the other Pokemon first. I was about to say, if you have Rock Slide, well, this sucks. What are the odds of getting that fusion? No, it's not that high. Right there, we have came through this unscathed. Next. Oh, that's the steel type. We don't have a fire type move. Move against. It's Flinch. Good, no flinch. With one shot, it does. That's one of the Needle Ran fries. I don't know what that's about. That's one of the fry. That is Cobra, not Cobra. That is our box fry. Level 34. Let's see if we got 16. If we got 3 experience, 3 HP for every level from now on. 16 times 3 is 48. There's a chance he can get the 300. Let's say a chance to get 150 HP. I don't know what other type this thing is, if it is any other type. Poison. Oh, poison, good. Switch you. I wish I had a steel type so I can just have someone ignore that poison, but have that. Oh my god. At least I know you can't poison it because you're paralyzed already. Let me guess it's gonna use Paraflinch tactic, isn't it? Doesn't it use a rock blast of our moves? You have a better move set, and then you're gonna use rock blast on the ground type. Okay, you do you. Didn't mean to say no switch. Oh, you got Sand Trap. That's wonderful. You better hit it one more time. I don't know if when it uses dig, does it ignore accuracy drops, but if it does, then that's a good thing. Yep, level 35. Yep. You're not even close to that one. Level that would be a threat. Water Pulse would be great if it confuses. It does, but will it matter? Yes, because Confusion does more damage if they had higher attack, and that did barely anything. That did nothing. How much does Payday do? Up to knock you out, that's how much it does. Well, you got the water rain up, so don't know what I can do. I don't know if this thing has a second type or not. And you're gonna heal. Shadow Ball, okay. If it's normal ghost, then ugh. Just find out. Not a ghost type. Not normal ghost. It's Eevee. Okay. Not winning, but bluffing bolt, that's a new move. That's fine. He has a Silp Scope, she has a Silp Scope, so we can't actually do anything until we beat her. We pretty much sweep this whole entire gym because you have Ice Beam. I need to evolve you. Now. Have to, because if I don't, well, You saw how that battle went. You have to be evolved now. And like I said, keep in mind, all dark moves are special. Every ice move is special, and every water move is special. So, our Pokemon only have special moves. Yeah. Yeah, so whenever Bite became a ghost type, I'm gonna say a dark type in Gen 2, it was getting special treatment. I love that double freaking entendre right there. But yeah. That was my fault for not using Ice Beam right there. I can tell you one thing, Unaya's not getting over 150 HP. Which means that it's gonna probably have the lowest HP out of everybody. I love how you're one liver away from evolving. That's gonna do nothing to you because you are doubly resistant to that. Ground floor, I don't know. You're outspeeded up there. Hideki is the slow mushroom Pokemon. That did nothing. Wow. You're slower than that thing. Wow. Okay. Grass type, so you can't really do anything to it. Like I said, I need you to evolve. That battle basically made it so you can't evolve yet. But there are still trainers we can face that make it so we can evolve you, so you'll feel some. I wish I knew what type that thing on the right was. I was fire type, but I don't know the second type. Beautiful bird. Yep. Personal culture is calling it bird. I love how they qualify that as a secret retreat, but the fact that you literally are next to an area where it's a secluded small spot can't get you awake until you get a focus loop. But what we can do that is funny. That was funny. First try, freaking freeze. And this guy's gonna beat the mess out of us. Got levitate? Yes. It makes sense if you didn't have levitate. about how you wasted your turn by using that. Dragon Pulse. It had to use a move that had lowered priority, so it probably used counter. I'm trying to evolve this Pokemon, but no, everything wants to keep it from evolving. Yeah, that's a steel and fighting type. Sorry to say this, but yeah. You outspeed it. Good. That's good. You look at that thing, you would think it's a psychic type, but it's not. Right now you don't have Lookatane, but I enjoy that. Now you do, so now I can't enjoy it. It's still funny that wait, aren't you part dark? Yes, that's why cross shot this one shot you. Well, screw it. I'll just use the rare candy. I need you to evolve now. Now, what are your stats now? Well, it depends. If your speed gets you to... You get 3 every level. Let's see, that would be 12 times 3. That's 36. So, no, you can't even get there. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. You can't get there, but at least you're fully evolved, which means I have 2 options. Either to face her or face the gym leader. Know your ability to swift swim, so we know we outspeed everybody. As long as you're underwater, under rain. I don't even know what, if you are even a fighting type, which you're not. I don't even know what to make of you. I don't even know what to make of this thing. But it has Ice Beam, like most Pokemon. I don't even know what type this thing is. I really don't. Well, you might get outsped here. You don't. I don't know what type this thing's supposed to be. Whatever type it is, it doesn't matter. But we have 2 options. We can either face her until we win, or face her until we win. Good thing is, since you're fully evolved now, yeah, should have no issues. Depends on how much this thing. Oh boy. It outsped you. It wasn't outspeeding you before. I love it when something uses curse and it just helps me more than it helps them. So facing you was the right choice. Giga Drain does what for us? It makes sense why 2 of y'all learn it, but at the same time, one of y'all have to evolve real soon. So let's face her now, since I can't really do anything else besides face her. Till I beat this one. I can't actually get to Lavender Tower through Lavender Tower, so. But once we're done with her, we'll do Lavender next, and then oh, that'll be next time though. The Lavender part will be next time. Right now, I'm gonna take care of this. The first Pokemon that they put up is that cat. So what I'm gonna do, since it's gonna use Payday and Curse. Because any of y'all have a status and do some move that is not freaking paralysis. Well, you do, but you need help. I pressed the wrong move. Godspeed it. I'm not worried about that. Now, I don't know if this thing has levitate. We're gonna find out now. It doesn't. A crit. That crit really mattered. They try to use Hyper Beam on you? Okay. Well, can you survive it? That's the question. Okay, can you get a Thunder Wave down? Perfect. I really don't know what type this thing is. It's a normal type. It's normal and something else. Don't know the second type, but if there is a second type. I never thought it was a normal type. I don't know what type this thing is. I'm gonna have a lot of HP time. I don't know what you are. And now we made it past this fight. And with this Silph Scope, we can now go through Lavender Tower. Let's get to Lavender Tower, but first, one more fight. Now that we have Saffron unlocked, we don't have to go underground. We don't have to take that underground tunnel. We can just walk straight from here all the way here. With that being said, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Next time will be that Lavender Tower. With that being said, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And I hope you have a wonderful day or night. Goodbye, and most of all, take care and be safe.